Hello, my lovely Virgos. It's Maggie the Irish Gypsy here with your March 2025 mid-month general reading. We're looking at the second half of March for you, the earth sign of Virgo. I hope everyone's doing well, and as always, my gratitude for you taking the time to be here and to watch these videos. If you know your sun, moon, rising, and Venus sign, watch those videos as well. Additional insight and perspective can always be helpful. They're general readings. They might resonate a little differently for everyone. If something really does hit home and it really does resonate with you and you'd like to take a deeper look at something, or you simply like the reading style, if you're interested in a personal reading with me for yourself or possibly as a gift for someone else, you can email me for more information, Maggie1McGuire @gmail.com. You can see that contact information also by clicking the description of this video. I can usually respond to you within 24 hours, and I do offer a wide variety of reading choices, all different types, lengths, costs, styles, spreads. I do 6 and 12-month overviews, love and relationship compatibility readings, finance readings, career readings. There's a little something in there for everyone, so if you're interested, email me. I'm pretty diligent about the timely scheduling of personal readings as well. Okay, Virgo. Let's see what the second half of March is bringing in for you. We have Temperance, Justice, the Ten of Cups, and the primary theme or focus we have the High Priestess. So the focus for the second half of March, Virgo, is paying attention to your intuition, which is our connection to Source, to Divine, to God, Spirit, angels, and guides. It's kind of what gives us certain feelings about certain things deep down, not our surface feelings. Some people call it higher self. Some people call it gut instinct. You know, even if outside circumstances or situations look a certain way, you might have a certain feeling in your, kind of deep down in your stomach. No, I feel I should do this. Or no, this person isn't telling the truth. Or yes, this is the right thing to do. No, this is not the right thing to do, So second half of March, it's going to be important to pay attention to those kinds of promptings. Even if your surface wants or emotions might want to lead you in a different direction, your intuition, the High Priestess energy, never does. Never leads you in the wrong direction. So it's our head sometimes and our emotions that do that. So it's about paying attention to those promptings, paying attention to that kind of still small inner voice. Temperance is the ability to stand your ground in a sense, kind of keep centered and grounded, but also being willing to adapt and adjust, sometimes compromise a little bit in order to maintain balance. It's moderation, neither too much of one thing nor too much of the other, no extremes, no spontaneous, impulsive actions, conversation, but learning how to give and take a little bit without giving up the ground that's most important to you. Like if you have a specific moral and ethical foundation that you have to stay on, there might be ways that you can compromise in how you deal with a situation or a person, because here it feels like that's what's required to bring healing or bring balance to a situation that is either about your home and family or maybe significantly affecting the happiness and the unity of your home and family. And that can be anything from, marriage, whatever home and family means to you. It could be an actual family member. It could be a situation in a completely different area of life, but again, one that impacts the family here. There's a thing here about kind of doing the right thing, but again, it's kind of like, for some of you, it may be a moral or ethical issue at question here. And there's ways to not compromise your primary values, but there's ways to kind of compromise how you learn to deal in a situation, maybe agreeing not to talk about certain things or agreeing to kind of modify how you do a certain thing. So I mean, free will, free agency, right? But that's kind of what I'm getting here. Let's unpack this a little bit. Let's take a look at that High Priestess. The priestess is clarified by the priestess. The high priestess is clarified by the high priestess. So trusting your intuition, your gut instinct is going to be super important for you. Pull the next card too. Hermit. Okay, we've got the Three of Pentacles, the Hermit, and the Ace of Cups, clarifying the High Priestess. And the Three of Pentacles, not the Three of Cups. The Three of Pentacles is a card about compromise and negotiation, mediation, agreeing on coming to the table, right? And first agreeing on a common goal or a common cause, something that you hope to build or achieve or whatever the desired outcome is. And then, kind of haggling, compromising, negotiation, everybody bringing their own thoughts, ideas, what they have to contribute to the table, and kind of hashing out a way to reach that common goal. And it requires some give and take, which means a good compromise and negotiation is where neither side gets everything that they want, the absolute ideal what they want, but they come to an acceptable compromise on it, right? The Hermit, similar to the High Priestess. This is about using your experience and wisdom and lessons learned from the path of life you've already walked, triumphs, failures, mistakes that you've made, everything that you've learned, and applying that to this situation, to the path in front of you. And there's an indication here of being a bit more open and receptive, perhaps, than maybe you have been in the past, to consider perhaps adapting and adjusting certain things in order to reconcile this situation, because it feels like for some of you, a situation that's caused, again, some kind of imbalance within the home system, the family system. Let's take a look at Temperance. Justice again, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Four of Wands. The Ten of Pentacles, the Four of Wands, and the Ten of Cups. All of these have a common thread of family, home, things that last, continuity. It underscores a community. It underscores the importance of our shared humanity, long-lasting. I mean, there's a pretty strong element here of home, family, unity, reunification, a home community, bringing things back together again. And this is all clarifying Temperance, which is, again, learning how to stand in the middle on what you firmly believe is your truth, but also learning how to kind of shift and adapt and adjust without losing your balance. Again, compromise and negotiation is what's called for here. Let's take a look at Justice. We have Knight of Wands, Three of Swords, Knight of Cups. It's kind of the same thing. It's kind of quick action towards healing and recovery. An offer of love, an offer of openness, an offer of support, encouragement, an offer of let's open the door, let's talk about this. There's plenty of love here and a very strong desire to reach an agreement where, again, there can be reconciliation, resolvement, and agreement. Let's take a look at that Ten of Cups. Eight of Pentacles. It's going to take work, but it's worth putting the work into, because, again, this is about sustaining long-term security and stability and continuity within relationships within home and family, within marriage, within relationships between family members, or within community. There's been a lot of stubborn and resistant energy here with the Two of Swords and the Devil. Very difficult energy and unwillingness perhaps to see any part of what the other person is bringing to the table, and maybe on your part too. I mean, negotiations can be tough sometimes. Both parties come in with a clear idea of what's right and what they need to have out of this. But again, it's kind of that, we're seeing some of that play out on the global stage right now, right? It's about, okay, what's the most important priorities, the things that you cannot compromise on, right? Because not everything can be a deal breaker. It can't be all one way or no way. So it's about coming to that compromise. It looks tough. It's going to require some work. But if you focus on what the ultimate goal is and kind of steering all the moving parts towards that in terms of agreements on how to talk about things, how to act about whatever the situation is, it's possible to achieve this here. Advice, guidance, feedback from Spirit. Makes sense. Five of Wands. Five of Wands can be a card of petty conflict, going around and around and around in circles again about the same old thing. Nobody being willing to give an inch, nobody willing to compromise and negotiate, nobody willing to kind of step back and go, wait, what's the most important thing here? Let's focus on that, and let's see how we can sort of adapt and adjust to the lesser aspects of this, right? Don't get baited or tempted either by the other side, the other person, your own emotions. Don't get tempted to go back into the same old argument, the same old way again. It's about finding a new way to communicate, to start to learn how to navigate this in a bit of a different way, practical way. It could be coming down to, okay, there's an issue that we see in very different ways. Maybe we can agree not to discuss this issue. Or when we do, maybe this is the language or words we can use, right? It's about finding a new way to communicate. Three of Cups and the Sun. And this is also, as advice, this is putting the effort into, celebrating the connection, celebrating the time you have together, coming together, sharing a meal, going out for drinks, for coffee, having a picnic, whatever. Remembering what the tie is, remembering the importance of the relationship or relationships that you have within this situation, and kind of focusing also on having time together that isn't about this, whatever this difficult issue is, right? There's times where those discussions are important and necessary, but when it's difficult, in order to maintain the bond, you also have to have a balance of times that you come together just to enjoy each other's company. Why do I love this person? And if it's somebody you're related to, it can be as simple as, what things do we share in common together? Let's do those things to kind of help re-cement the bond again, which helps during the difficult times and the difficult conversations. So I think I'm going to leave it there, Virgo. Those are your messages for the second half of March 2025. And for those of you for whom they resonated and made sense, I hope that it was helpful. It feels like kind of people who love each other trying to figure out how to navigate an issue that they're on opposite sides of without losing sight of what's truly important, which is the love and the shared bond, finding ways to kind of deal with that. So in that sense, for those of you for whom that resonated, I hope it was helpful. If it did resonate with you and you'd like to explore it a bit, pull the curtain back, take a deeper look, reach out for a personal reading with me for yourself or as a gift for someone else, or you simply like the reading style, you can email me, Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. You can click on the description of this video also to see that contact information. I'd be delighted to hear from you and to work with you. I will see you all again in a little while. Be safe, be blessed, be well, and I hope to see you back here again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.